Hi, I'm Kevin Castaneda, and this is Kev's Mindset. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about perseverance. And I think it's important that we touch on this because personally, I've been struggling a little bit with continuing with everything that I have going on. And I feel like everyone kind of feels that way. You know, you set a lot onto your plate, you set a lot of things that it is that you want to do. And then when those things start accumulating, they start building up and building up and building up, and they kind of become a little overwhelming. And that's normal, especially there's a lot of things going on, there's a lot of things you want to do. Now, what I've realized, and this is kind of the point of the video, is that when you start focusing on what it is that you want and on the small steps you can take to get there, well, it doesn't, out of nowhere, it just seems to become a lot easier. It seems to become a lot easier of a task to accomplish when you focus on the small things every single day, which kind of recalled in my brain, oh, I read a book called The Slight Edge. Now, if you haven't read that, it's by Jeff Olson. It's a great book. And in that book, he discusses taking things one step at a time. If you continue focusing on the long-term outlook in the future and the things that you did wrong in the past and all these things, and you let them build up and boil up inside you, you're gonna feel like a failure. And it's just true. You're gonna feel terrible because you're gonna feel like, this, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I haven't accomplished this, look at this person that did that. And you're gonna slowly but surely become more and more and more kind of sad and kind of neglect the actual presence in front of you, which is, and the opportunities in front of you, because you're not going to see them as opportunities, you're going to see them as shortcomings, you're going to see them as small things in front of you. But if you really pay attention to these small things that are in front of you, they can become really big things. They can become things that catapult you to doing the things that you actually wanted to do, that allow you to chase those things that it is that you did want. So it's really important for you to focus on the day-to-day things. Now, let's say, for example, you had habits in the past that you loved and worked very well for you, but they've fallen off, and now you kind of seem like you're in a hole. Now, the most important thing to start doing is start doing those things again. And I know it's easier said than done, but start doing those things not for the same period of time you were doing before. Stop looking back and saying, I used to do this, I used to go to the gym for 2 hours. I used to go to the gym for 2.5 hours. I used to read for an hour a day. Okay, now you read 0 hours a day. Now you go to the gym 0 hours a day. So do this. Go to the gym for 30 minutes. Go for an hour. Read 10 minutes, read 10 pages, set a limit of something, whether it's time, whether it's what you're actually doing. For example, for reading, I used to read an hour a day. Now I fell off of reading completely, entirely. So now what am I doing? Instead of saying, oh, I'm going right back to the hour a day, I know I can't do that right now. I know that I'm not at that place again. So because I was reading consistently, and it slowly built into this habit where I like doing it. I would get up every day excited, drink my coffee, and do it every single day. Now, once you fall off of that, you need to find a way to get back onto it, but do it slowly. So, for example, for me right now, what I'm doing is in the morning or throughout the day, I read 10 pages, and then before I go to bed, another 10 pages. And try and be considerate of what you're reading and be considerate of taking notes and stuff like that. That's more important than the actual time. That's why I set it to 10 pages, because then I really take in those 10 pages in those 2 different increments during the day and at night, because it's 20 pages total throughout the whole day. And those 20 pages affect me a lot more than if I was reading 2 hours, because those 2 hours I'd stop, I'd keep reading, but I'm like losing track of things, I'm not actually paying attention, I'm not taking down notes, things like that. Once I get back to that habit, I start growing it again, and I start getting used to what I was doing, then I can go back and I can do, oh, okay, I'm doing 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. But it's not like that right now. Right now I'm reading 10-15 minutes to read those 10 pages in the morning and at night, each for 10 minutes, and I can deliberately write things down, deliberately pay attention to what it is I'm learning, the information that I'm seeing from the story, and I think it helps a lot more. Also, the quality of the habit is important as well. Now, you could have been doing a habit or been following a task that you thought would help you reach your goal, but that task or that habit or whatever it is, maybe even the whole overarching goal, wasn't really worth it to you. So you kind of fell off and stopped doing those things, not because you can't do them, not because you're not capable of it, but because in your mind, somewhere subconsciously, you decided this goal is not important to me. This goal is not something I want to attain. Now, that's not always true, but if you look at yourself and look within and see, okay, why am I not doing this? Why am I not reading? Do I not care about information? Do I not care about building my skills and learning new things and applying that to life? If that's the case, then okay, stop reading, and you know that that's not helping you. But more likely than not, you know that goal or that habit that you had to attain that goal was useful and you liked doing it and it was helpful for you, but maybe it was just time or getting distracted or things like that that tore you off the path that you were on. So it's more important for you to focus on getting those systems back in check, focusing on those things and then taking those things to continue doing them on a small daily basis, as long as you do them consistently, it beats doing it one time. If you go to the gym for 3 hours one day, but then you don't on Monday, and then you don't go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then what did that 3 hours matter? You're better off going for 45 minutes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and continuing to do it that way. Now, obviously, it depends on your split and stuff like that. But, it's more important for you to do things consistently and in a timely fashion than it is for you to do things hard, all in, just one day, and then you don't go back to it. Now, if you could do hard, all in every single day, of course, that's going to help